All right, to create a new layer, we're going to come up here and there is, this is where all of our layers are. And there's lots of different options in here. So we can turn layers off, isolate, right? Here's all of them, turn them on and off. Here's all the layers that are listed, right? If I open my layer properties over here, though, I can create a new layer right here. And it's usually a good idea. So whichever one you have selected, so whichever one I have highlighted, it's going to duplicate all of the settings for that layer when I create a new one. Zero layer is a current layer, is a layer that automatically is our default layer, I guess. So when you start any drawing, any template, you're going to have a zero layer. So we don't really want to put anything in the zero layer. It's just kind of to copy off of. And then def points is a layer that is created once you start creating things like dimensions and annotations. And it's also just a default layer. Just kind of ignore that one. And here's our, so if I want to create a new layer, so I highlight the one I want to create, click new layer, and I can put in the name of the layer. So this is going to be a new layer, right? You're not creating this actual new layer, you're creating the other ones that are here. On and off, right? So, and freeze. So that basically makes it disappear on the screen. What on and off does is it just makes that layer kind of disappear but AutoCAD is still remembering it. And freeze makes it disappear, but AutoCAD forgets it because it's trying to keep up with so much stuff. So that's the difference in the two. So on and off, they do the same thing, but the freeze, when you freeze it, it actually makes it so AutoCAD kind of forgets it. Then we have our lock and unlock. If you lock it, that just means you can't change anything on that layer. Our colors. Here's all the different colors. Now, we don't really want to get into using these colors up here because they're not what we call standard colors or printable colors. Instead, we want to use our colors down here that actually have a name to them. So you can see if I click on yellow here, it actually calls it color yellow, color white, color cyan, red. So we want to use these colors down here, not these up here. If you see I click on this one, it's actually a numbered color. So if you're changing the color, you want to use one of the ones down here, blue, magenta, cyan. These are our primary and tertiary colors, as well as our grays and blacks and whites. Now, when we choose a white, we actually want to choose this one here that is called white, because what that does is if it's on a black background, it will go white. If it's on a white background, it'll go black. But if you choose any of the other whites, like this one, or maybe you create another one, then it won't flip-flop for us. So we always want to pick the white color, and it will change back and forth. All right, line types. It automatically loads the continuous line type. If you need to load more, you can come here and you can find them. For example, you're going to need to find the hidden line right there. Okay. And then it has it for you to choose it as an option. And then you can see it changes that it's hidden there. Line weight, it's set at a default, or you can pick a line weight all the way up to really, really thick line weights. Transparency, we don't need to worry with any of that right now, but that's where that is found. Plot style, we don't want to worry about that either. This is whether or not it actually plots or it prints. And then this is whether or not it is frozen in a new viewport. So if this is turned off or one of these is turned off, then you might not see the layer. And so you probably might be confused, like, what's going on? So we want to make sure that these are all turned on print when you create your layers, except for the construction lines. We want those turned off, and we're going to go ahead and freeze those for right now.